It is time for the third race of the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 14. We head to the Denver Motorsports Park in Aurora, Colorado for the running of the Southwest 400. This 2.28-mile oval in Colorado, one of the newer tracks on the schedule. This is only the sixth time we come here, so these drivers and teams still don't know everything about this racetrack. It's going to be fun to see who wins the final Denver race in the Gatorade Cup Series. Bronson Minnick in the 34 on pole for today's race. Beside him in second, the 21 of Marshall Burrow. Then in third place, Keyshawn Richardson won here 2 seasons ago. In fourth place, it's Diego Yepez. And rounding out the top 5, Zachary DeLello in the 52. Starting in 6th place, we have Max Rossi. In 7th, it's Eli Bright. 8th place, we have Noah Clifton. In 9th, it's Baby Ruiz. And Jake Galloway, second in the point standings, completes the top 10. Back by them, we have Evan Hunter, who dominated here last season but fell short at the end. Jay Rando, who's inside the 53. Then there's Ferret Longwell in the 62, and the 16 of Riley Sampson, a previous winner here, but in the number 19. Then there's Riley Spurley-Tube and Derek Hamill, the number 15. With Keegan Thompson, the 41, his teammate Brandon Beal, who is inside the 14. Then there's TJ Hanley, Max Anderson, his teammate, to his inside. Then we have Samet Oskin and the 1 of Justin Zidell, with Luke Rainey, car number 2, and the 36 of Griffin Lynn. Then we have Jordan Stout and Jeff Bright in car number 9, along with Andrew Miller and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 51. Then there's Ross McMarola in the 10 and the 42, last race winner Sebastian Kukulon. Then we have Koluigi winner here last season and a late race pass, Ryan Wilson, who's inside the 32. Then we have Anson and Charlebois and Jose Mills, with Chris Jericho and the 24 of Jonathan Buford. Then there's Malachi Rodriguez and Conrad Evans. Anthony Hernandez, winner of the first ever Denver race in the Gatorade Cup Series. Beside him, Anderson Reed. And in the final row, it's Laura Chung in the 66 and the number 4 of Levi Shomes. So there's the 42-car field for racing in the final Denver Motorsports Park race here in the Gatorade Cup Series. Let's go down trackside. The fire cars up for 27 laps.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there roll off the 42 cars to do battle in the 6th and final Denver race here in the Gatorade Cup Series, the final season of the Gatorade Cup Series. And as we've seen from the previous 5 races here at Denver, track position very important. You're not going to start towards the back of the field and have a shot at the end. You're going to want to start on the inside row and up near the top 20 or so to have a shot at the end. We've seen pole series fall back early on in these races, and in 3 of these races we've seen late battles for the win, like last season. Koluigi passing Evan Hunter late. Anthony Hernandez out drag racing his competitor to win the first ever race here. And then obviously Jay Jefferson versus Eli Bright in just a few seasons ago here. Pace car to pit road. Bronson Minnick and Marshall Burrow are the front row for the Southwest 400 here at Denver. 27 laps on this 2.28-mile racetrack, and we're green flag racing in the 3rd race of the season. Bronson Minnick leads up the backstretch for the first time today. Keyshawn Richardson, previous winner here, comes up to the outside, the number 43. He gets left by the number 52 of DeLello, goes to the bottom. Eli Bright runner up here before. In the 88 by him on the inside. Burrow loses the nose, goes up the racetrack in the 21. Bronson Minnick, the pollster, leads off turn number 4 and will lead the first lap of the Southwest 400 here at Denver. So Minnick with the lead. DeLello now second. Eli Bright coming through to 3rd. Behind them, some 4 wide. In the middle, Jake Galloway along with the 15. Down low, Ferret Longwell, the 60, trying to use the apron. Yepes has the back on the top side, loses a ton of positions. Hunter trying to get down low on the 11 and will do so. So he gets down in front of the number 2 of Luke Rainey. Is at the front. DeLello clears. Eli Bright clears. 37, Baby Rose also clears. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 at the front. Here's the battle for position. Longwell to the outside. To the inside, Brandon Beal, the number 14 Home Depot Ford. TJ Henley coming through the field. He's got shuffled high by Evan Hunter in the number 11. As they race their way onto the front stretch, battle for 3rd is on. Baby Ruiz trying to attack on Eli Bright, but the 88 using the draft for the 52 to get back clear in that 3rd spot. Keyshawn Richardson solidifies in 5th place right now. Behind them a battle for 6th. Jay Rando under fire from Derek Hamill. Jake Galloway, Marshall Burrow, and Noah Clifton. They're currently inside the top 10. Clifton looking for 9th on the number 21 of Burrow, who started outside of the front row. Some other cars back behind trying to get single file and try and catch up. Like Longwell in 11th, he's doing a nice job. Evan Hunter's done a great job. He's up in 12th. Battle for 13th is a three-way battle. Brandon Beal, Luke Rainey, and Diego Yepez. As Beal climbs the bank, and Luke's going to look to the inside, try and get that spot. But the more you stay side by side back here, the more that those front 12 or so are going to pull away and have a shot at the end just between those 12. At the front, 4 cars breaking away. 3 wide back here is Noah Clifton looking for some spots. Currently up further inside the top 10, up to 8th place. Now going for 7th on Jay Randall. So a good charge that last lap for Noah Clifton, and still looking to do even more this lap as the 00 looks inside for a top 7 spot. Get a nice push from Farrell Longwell, who will push the 00 clear. Now Clifton trying to get the draft of the front 6 or so to get up there and try and challenge with them. Longwell looking to the inside for a spot. Clifton's going to shut the door down low on him. Evan Hunter in the 11 dominated here last season, but lost out at the end, trying to get up there, maybe steal a win this season as he goes for a spot. And for the lead, Zarko DeLello is low on Bronson Minnick. Side by side, DeLello leads that lap. First lead change of the day. Zarko DeLello now leads the Southwest 400, but Minnick not giving in on the outside. Eli Bright goes high with him, and now Ruiz will look to the bottom with DeLello, and they stay side by side for the top spot. No one getting the advantage of the front 2. They stay door to door. Eli Bright back clear in 3rd place. Does he maybe go with DeLello on the inside this time, knowing that the inside might work better here? He can't. He pushes Minnick back to the outside, and Eli will go back to the outside. DeLello a little tight down low. Eli Bright with a power move looks to go through the middle in the 88. 3 wide for the lead, and now Jake Gowen to 4th off all that. DeLello, Eli Bright are side by side. Back around to the start-finish line. DeLello the leader at the lap. Eli Bright, though, now with the outside, he's up to 2nd place and used the middle lane to do it. And you don't really see, people voluntarily going to the middle. Eli did that, but he'll surrender the lead to DeLello right there. 52 clears out in front, and now they're 3 wide for 2nd place. Down the back straightaway, Gowie looking low on Eli Bright and Bronson Minnick. Bright all the way up top, Minnick in the middle, and Jake Gowie the preferred inside lane to turn 3 and 4. Can he try and stick it down low is the big question. And he can't. The middle, superb there for Minnick. He's up to 2nd. Eli Bright going to try and keep 3rd and will. Hamill now 4th. Ruiz now 5th. And Gowie stacks everyone up, and some more are catching up because of that. Like Hanley and Spurleytube and Luke Rainey. And even behind him, like the 6. And I think that's the 16 of Sampson. 4 wide here into turn 1. Longwell to the bottom. Clifton in the middle with Yepez. And it's all over the place in turns 1 and 2. Everyone scatters around trying to make sure they get clear of it. They do. Great job, everyone there. As we're 20 laps to go at the line. 7 laps in at the line. Caution free so far. But normally this racetrack pretty good about not getting too many yellow flags. We have had a few early on whenever the track was first introduced to the schedule. But as we've seen over the past, it's not many lead changes, so it's kind of a calmer race than normal. But for the lead, Minnick wants it back on DeLello. So DeLello took it away from Minnick. Not too many laps to go. Minnick looks to take it right back in the 34. Side by side, down to turn 1. Minnick, the advantage into turn 1. Eli Bright, nice boost from Hamill. We'll look inside for a second on DeLello as it's back out in front for pole sitter Bronson Minnick. Car number 34 leads again, and Eli Bright back up to 2nd in the 88. This time, though, he's clear of anyone around him, and now Hamill wants 3rd place. So we'll see which lane prevails here as they go into turns 3 and 4. Look at Burrow trying to shoot the middle in the 21. Thought better of it. Gave everyone some room. Now looks to go to the outside of the 15 of Hamill. Not while doing that, the JGR boys of Galloway and Evan Hunter look to take advantage of the 21 going to the outside. Want some spots here. Battle for 2nd. Eli had to run onto Minnick, but couldn't take it anywhere because Zarko DeLello goes inside in that battle for 2nd place. Off into turn 1. Zarko DeLello will get through to 2nd on Eli Bright. Bright will fall back to maybe 4th place as Ruiz goes for 3rd with a nice run in the 37. See those stragglers? I mean, there's still a good amount of the pack in this draft. And if these guys keep battle at the front, it'll even, allow more people to catch them because they're 3 wide for the 4th position. Gowie has to back out on the inside. Hamill trying to get clear of that as up front, these two again, DeLello and Minnick not letting each other get away. Side by side again for the lead, coming around to complete the 9th lap. Minnick will lead again, but DeLello's the inside lane, and them being side by side, Rose has a nice hole punch in the air for him. He has a nice run going onto these front 2 into turns 1 and 2. Zarko DeLello is now back out in front of the 52. Ruiz wants 2nd, dives in deep, and gets inside the make. Now he tries to clear him on corner exit and will. Great corner for Baby Rose on the bottom of 1 and 2 to get up to 2nd place. Hamill in 3rd is just going to push Bronson Minnick to get back up to Ruiz. And now they want to have a run going at DeLello here as they come off turn 4. That's the big thing they want right here. Great corner for Ruiz to get away from the cars behind him. Zachary DeLello, the 52, will lead this lap once again. Minnick had a run for second place. He'll take it to the outside instead of the inside. Ruiz going to be able to try and keep that second spot. Evan Hunter coming back up inside the top 5 for car number 11. Watch for him. As mentioned, he's done good here in the past. Just couldn't close it out last season, but we know he knows how to get around this racetrack pretty fast. And with no Cole Luigi in sight, this could be Evan Hunter's day to get redemption here at Denver. Look at those four, how tightly packed they are together, but not wanting to pass. They want to try and get up to Zachary DeLello any way they can. They're going to check below through the middle of 3 and 4. Ruiz climbs the hill. That could be a shot for Minnick, who has to lift some dirty air for the 34. And now Hamilton to the inside for that spot in the number 15. Hunter looks to maybe get the run and then shoot the middle. Yes, he will. And it looks like he might clear the inside lane. So Evan Hunter, great move staying with the 34 to get the draft and then using it to propel him to the inside. He'll actually grab third from that instead of maybe just climbing to fourth. Yeah, so a great lap for Evan Hunter. Behind them there, scattered out 4 wide again. Marshborough got, I think, booted up the banking and is losing a handful of spots in that number 21. Oskin going by him. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Keegan Thompson right behind him. Jeff right behind him. Kukulon and Jericho. Off the number 12 of Anderson. It was a bad lap for Marshborough. Went from 13th back to about 20th place. But now he's fighting back with some of these Ford drivers and trying to get back up. Keyshawn Richardson looking on TJ Henley. It's a mess. Back by around 15th or so. But the front few are getting away. Still DeLello leading. Ruiz in second. Hunter now third. And looking for second on Ruiz to turn 1. Does he have the inside lane? I think he does. Evan Hunter showing the strength of that 11 Toyota. Eli Bright fading in the 88. He got past last lap by Clifton. Now getting passed by Yepez, who actually got by Clifton as well. Now Eli under fire from Brandon Beal. That would be for 9th place. Jay Brando's a run going at them. Ferret Longwell as well. So Eli Bright kind of backing up with Noah Clifton currently as they fall back to the second half of the top 10. As Minnick gets booted up the banking by Jake Galloway, who moves through the 4th. And now Derek Hamill up to 5th. They're all still trying to run down Zachary DeLello as the 52 still leads. As we're at the midpoint of this race, 13 laps down, 14 laps to go in the Southwest 400. It's been 2 drivers to lead here today. Bronson Minnick from pole and Zachary DeLello. They've traded the lead numerous times. Does anyone else have a say at these two? It looks like it might happen this lap. Bruce has a nice run going onto the 52. And that all started great momentum from the 11 car to push the 37. Does Ruiz make the move into turn 3? It's kind of dangerous to go to the bottom, so it looks like he'll stay in line for now. Maybe try and get the 52 up the hill and get him to check up. DeLello stayed in the gas, pulled away. Ruiz stays lower, gets the better radius, and they leave about equal on corner exit. Now Ruiz going to try and use the draft to get some speed down the straightaway. Evan Hunter had a run but took it to the outside behind. The battle for 4th is still going on. Jake Galloway is not quite clear of the 34 of Minnick. Eli Brent, some others coming back as these front few started to battle. Yes, now once again there's a lot more cars back in it because they started to battle. About 11 cars right here. 12th place Sprotube just on the outside looking in to try and get up to those drivers, but if more battles start happening, Sprotube could definitely be up there. That pack back there still not settling down, so they're double file for a good majority of it. At the front again, they kind of accordion together. 2 JGR teammates behind the front too, so watch for them to maybe go together. Ruiz has a decent run onto DeLello. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get to the inside, but he will be closer entering turns 1 and 2. Now we got 12 laps to go here in the Southwest 400 at Denver. 3 wide for 4th. Diego Yepez charging late in this race in the number 13. Down to the inside on Jake Galloway and Bronson Minnick. And Yepez looks to grab the 4th place, but Galloway right through the middle lane, and he's clearing 4th again. I think that's the one thing. Jake Galloway's biggest strength in this race so far has been his ability to work through the middle lane. It's able to keep him in these spots instead of losing the spots when he gets put up there. Great job by Jake Galloway, just being patient with that middle lane. Ruiz a better run this time. Look at the run he has onto the front stretch. Does he take it to the inside of Zachary DeLello? Does he stay in line with them? Looks like the run maybe stalled out right there. Evan Hunter's run didn't stall. He'll go for second on Baby Ruiz with 11 laps to go. We have a battle for second place by Zachary DeLello. So Evan Hunter, he's shown the pace. His teammate Jake Galloway's also shown pace. They're going to try and go through to second and third. And all that. Hunter's going to be clear in second. Galloway's going to side draft Ruiz to try and get clear in third. I don't know if it's going to work for him, though. Side by side, Jake Galloway on the inside, Ruiz on the outside. Diego Yepez joins the fun. Derek Hamill joins it. Bronson Minnick as well. Yepez goes low, tries to get on Baby Ruiz. He couldn't. Galloway's not good on the bottom lane. He has to check up. And for the lead, Zachary DeLello protecting the bottom because Evan Hunter has a massive run off turn 4. Yeah, the 1 lap Hunter got to second. Look how much he's closed in. Behind, they're almost looking 4 wide. That's back by the front 3. Hunter has a run onto DeLello. Where does he go with it? Does he take it to the bottom and turns 1 and 2? So far, no. He's just looking a little wider, trying to get a nice arc into the corner. And they follow Hunter just about half a lane lower, but doesn't go for the move on the 52 at the moment. 10 laps to go, 9 at the line. 5 cars break away, 6th on back, trying to stay with them. Evan Hunter pressuring DeLello, getting up to his rear quarter panel. Now trying to look for a move, but Baby Rose has a nice run. He'll go for second, maybe even for the lead. The 30's having a great run off the corner, but it might stall because he got side by side. Yepez is going to shoot the middle. 3 wide with the 13. Look at the run he had. He took it in the slightest of gaps. Can he clear the inside lane? He will. What a move for Yepez. 2-for-1 deal. All right, Diego Yepez showing the pace in that 13 right now. As we're nearing the end of this race, maybe the 13's the one to challenge the 52. Down the back stretch. All over the back bumper. Yepez pushing DeLello away. Do they get side by side and allow third on back to close back in? Yepez with a run through 3 and 4 has to lift in the middle of the corner, and DeLello pulls on exit. Great corner for Zachary DeLello right there. Battle for third. I mean, it's so weird because Yepez was really gaining. Now he lost it a bunch. Evan Hunter looks like he's one of the best cars through 3 and 4, able to stay with the car in front of him, not have to lift. So Evan should have been the one to be able to make that move, but for some reason it just did not form for him whenever he was in second. Now Yepez is the one in second. Galway's up to 4th by his teammate, and Eli Bright making a late resurgence, currently up inside the top 5. I mean, his biggest memory of this racetrack has to be when it was him and Jay Jefferson bound for the win. Jefferson in obviously the Colorado-based team of, Furniture Row. Eli Bright had the Denver Broncos on the car, so there's a lot riding for both those drivers. It was Jefferson who ended up in victory lane over Eli Bright, but still a great battle between those two kind of Colorado-based cars. As we now have just 7 laps to go in this race. Zachary DeLello's led the most laps here today, but could late heartbreak be in store for him as Yepez is all over the back of him? And if those two start battle, Evan Hunter's looked like he's had one of the fastest cars here today, is in 3rd place. And then don't count out Jake Gowie, who's been sneaky good here, currently in 4th place. And Eli Bright in 5th. You never know what the wily veteran could do in that number 88 car. So we'll see if Yepez right here. Last time he was this close in 3 and 4, you have to check up. If he doesn't have to check up this time, he'll be closer on corner exit, might have a run. We'll have to see. I think they're going to leave about equal. It looks like it's just about equal for the 52 and the 13 that time. He might get a slight toe with the draft, but the 11 and the 19 look so good through 3 and 4. You have to think it's going to be hard to hold them back as we're nearing the final 6 laps. 6 laps to go here in Denver. Front 4 getaway, 5th on back. Eli Bright in 5th, trying to hope the front 4 battle. Brandon Beal to 6th, a great run for the 14 late in this race. Hamill for 7th on pole sitter Minnick. And then a train of cars behind. Hope for more battles towards the front to close in. Yepez with a run onto DeLello, gets to the quarter panel. DeLello really has to check up. Hunter has to take evasive action. And for the lead comes Diego Yepez in the 13. And Galway, a massive run in car number 19. He'll look 3 wide into the apron. 3 wide for the Racing with 5 laps to go at Denver, the Southwest 400. DeLello trying to clear up top, but is he? Yeah, I think he is. Jake Galway going through right to the bomb. So Yepez and himself. DeLello stays clear. And Eli Bright up to 4th with the slowness of Evan Hunter. He had to slow up because of the stack up in front of him. Galway gets the 3rd off that. The front 2 stay the same. DeLello still leading Yepez. Galway may have hurt Yepez's run, but the 13 another run through 3 and 4. Yeah, but he's not close enough. Really fell back that last lap. He has to take this lap and try and get that same run off turn number 4. Hunter gaining the momentum back after losing it last lap. 4 laps to go in Denver. We're nearing the point where heartbreak set in last season for Evan Hunter as Cole Luigi got by him. Yepez looking to do the same to Zachary DeLello. Maybe Jake Galway looking to do the same to one of the front 2. How about Eli Bright, Evan Hunter? Brandon Beal and Bronson Minnick are back in it. Yepez pushing. DeLello back around to 3 to go at the line. If he could stay with them right here. He did a decent job of it. Had to really slow through the middle of the corner, though. He stayed lower, and they're going to leave about equal. 3 laps to go in the Southwest 400. There are the 7 cars with a shot at it. Eli Bright wants 3rd on Jake Galloway. Yeah, he has to complete it right here, though, through 1 and 2. He can't, if they get side by side for too long, the front two are just going to be gone. Yepes with a run through 1 and 2. Gets up to DeLello, and will once again be pushing him off into turns 3 and 4. Galway, a great job once again through the middle of the racetrack. Gets back clear of Eli Bright, and the front two just get away. Eli Bright will keep 4th. Hunter's now looking for that 4th spot with Brandon Beal and Bron Smick all up his rear end. But Eli Bright trying to use the middle to his advantage. Yepes trying to use the bottom to his advantage off turn 4. He has a run. Does he take it? Oh, it's going to be tight here. He's trying to look and take it. DeLello's going to block it off. 2 laps to go. Just over 4 miles. Yepes looking on DeLello. He's oh so close to making the move, but hasn't yet. DeLello keeps the lead. Yepes really lost ground through 1 and 2. Galway's a run going at him. Does Galway stay in line and push, or does he make the move? He's going to stay in line and push for the moment. Back around to the white flag in the Southwest 400 at Denver. The battle is on for second. Galway wants second. And the more they battle for second, DeLello's looking in the mirror and smiling right now. Here we go to the white flag. One more time around Denver. Zachary DeLello leads the race. The battle for second is Galway and Yepes. Hunter looking to maybe get up inside the top 3 at the end. Jake Galway's going to get to second. Hunter a big dive. He might want second place. Hunter to 3rd. Galway to 2nd. But they're long, far away from Zachary DeLello. Down the back straightaway for the final time for the number 52. He's dominated today. One of only 2 drivers to lead in the Southwest 400. He and Minnick traded the lead back and forth. The GGR boys have a run, but it's not going to be enough. Off turn number 4 for Zachary DeLello. He's dominated today. He's earned it. Zachary DeLello wins the final Denver race in the Gatorade Cup Series. A dominating day for the number 52. The rest of the field coming across. You can see how spread out the pack is. And it's Zachary DeLello leading the most laps today and winning the Southwest 400. Evan Hunter tried his team at the end. Galway's getting up with second, Hunter in 3rd. But really, you have to think that the only reason DeLello won this race, the lack of coordination second on back. Too many battles for second place for them to have a shot at Zachary DeLello throughout the course of the second half of this race. Let's go see the finish and results on the points look after the 3rd race of the season. Here's how they finished in the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. No caution flags here today in this race, and 3 lead changes. 2 different drivers led, and they were Zachary DeLello and Bron Smick. DeLello, though, leading the most laps of 22, gets to victory lane, dominated the second half of this race, never lost lead when he got it at the last point. Jake Galway, so close yet so far to victory. He ends up in 2nd. Good news for him, he is the new points leader after today with Coluigi not having the best of days in the 54. Evan Hunter, Galway's teammate, ends up in 3rd place. Good day, but definitely one of redemption from last season after losing late, but a good points day for Evan. Diego Yepes, a really fast car, but just wasn't fast when he got to DeLello. 4th place for the 13 right where he started, and Brandon Beal, good run through the field to get a top 5 out of the day. Bron Smick for pole led 5 laps early on, but never had the car in the second half of the race. He ends up in 6th. Eli Bright kind of faded throughout the race. 7th place for the 88 after making a late charge. Derek Kimmel in 8th. Noah Clifton 9th. Baby Ruiz completes the top 10 to 37. Last season's champion Luke Rain, good to see him with an 11th place finish. Marsha Burrow in 12th. Spurley Tube Sampson and Keyshawn Richardson complete the top 15. So some previous winners like Sampson Richardson get top 15s out of the day. Previous winners here at the Denver Motorsports Park. Look down, rookie Ferret Longwell 21st. Jeff Bright, not the season he's won so far, 22nd for the 9 here today. Some of the SHR cars, Thompson and Shones finished down here. Their teammate Beal finished well. 10 of Ross McMarola didn't finish that well. Not a good day for Hendrick besides Eli Bright. Hernandez, we mentioned Jeff Bright outside the top 20. Hernandez 30th place. Jonathan Buford 39th. Previous points there, Coluigi 34th. He loses that points with this bad day. And down here, some drivers that just did not have the days here at Denver, and they're definitely going to want to leave this racetrack and forget about it here and move forward to race number 4. But before we do that, let's go check out the point standings. 3 races into the season, here are the point standings. Jake Galloway in car number 19 moves into the points lead with his very solid and consistent start to this season. And after this race, no drivers have finished inside the top 10 every race. So the most amount of top 10s, 2. So no one has finished top 10 every race so far this season. Baby Ruiz is now second in points. Luigi falls down to third. His teammate DeLello up to fourth with the win. He's actually tied with Marsha Burrell, so that's fourth and fifth. They have Jay Rano, so the Rick Ware cars doing well to start the season. All four of their cars inside the top 12 in points. Riley Sampson, TJ Hanley, Noah Clifton, and Diglia Pez are the top 10 in points. Sebastian Kukulon, not the best of days. Won last week at Michigan. He's now down below the top 20 in points. So now he cannot use his win as a wild card. He's currently 22nd, so he has to try and gain some points back to get back up inside the top 20. Obviously, though, this is the early part of the season where the points can move around with, the snap of some fingers. So we'll wait till we get to about, 7, 8 races in to then kind of start surveying where people are in regards to making it into the chase or not. See down at the bottom, Jose Mills, Jordan Stout, and Ross McMurrow have not had the seasons they've wanted to start out, but they still have time to recover and make it up into the top 20 in points to try and get either the top 10 in points or wins as a wild card. As we look forward to race number 4, we go to the Texas Motor Speedway for the Nationwide 400. I'll see you guys then.